Welcome in, everybody. Franz is shaking his head no. It's bobbling no, ladies and gentlemen, because our beloved Orlando Magic fall to the Clippers 96-87. Man, it felt good at the start, but it got away in the third. The Clippers took the lead, never looked back. We did not have an answer for Ivica Zubac. I mean, the man destroyed us. Too bad, Jay, you didn't take the over on his points and rebounds and assists because...
Did you have to go there?
Yeah, I did. Right away.
Right away. I was being nice. I didn't want to interrupt you because where did you say the game went out of hand?
I think it was because we were leading in the beginning of the third, right? Yeah.
The third.
Yeah.
Third quarter.
Okay.
Curse, bro.
Yes.
I'm tired of it, man.
Tell you guys that you all know third quarter is a problem. So we weren't shooting threes and we didn't win the third quarter. So we were winning.
Yeah, man.
Ivica Zubac, 18 points, 20 boards. Maybe the most underrated player in the NBA. This guy is phenomenal. We knew it was going to be a defensive battle. These are two of the best defensive teams in the league, but I don't think it excuses the sloppy play from the Orlando Magic for spurts. I want to look at the turnovers right here. Total turnovers 15 for a total of 14 points that we gave away to the Clippers, and that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is your game, in my opinion.
Yeah. Personally, I think there's something a little bit more that comes into play that caused that, right? This has been my topic of discussion. I feel like every time we talk about this, the refs and their inconsistency, man, like they gotta call the game equal on both sides, you know? Like these guys cannot get away with just getting fouls called because we're like slightly in their lane, but they're out here pushing us and then they like don't even look our way. It's infuriating.
Yeah, I mean, to his credit, I think Wendell definitely got a couple of fouls called to him that weren't fouls. Powell
In the beginning of the game.
You couldn't even attempt
Like right in
to
the beginning.
touch Powell without the referee being like, no. So I'm guessing the ref must have had his over-under and they needed him to stay on the court or something.
Norm Powell.
Yeah, Norm Powell.
Correct. No.
No, Powell.
Yeah.
Like he's not. I mean, you can be near him and it's not a foul. So there were some errors there. Look, I'm gonna save it for you, but just don't forget that we're gonna go off on Jonathan Isaac. So don't forget about it. Don't forget about it. But let's talk about the third quarter, because third quarter things start getting away, right? And like it's so disheartening when like a group of guys on the court for us is not working right now, and you look down and you see Mosley standing there, no one's coming to the side, and nothing's happening. He's just kind of looking out there like, well, hopefully they'll figure it out. And it's like, well, they haven't figured it out for the last 4 or 5 minutes, so maybe we switch it up, coach. You know, you got a bench full of hungry players over there that want some time. Let's it ain't working, right? And he never really does anything to stop the bleeding in the third. And I with a young team, a lot of times you do kind of just want to see trial by fire, but not if you're trying to make the play. Not at this point. This group has enough guys who've been in the league 2, 3, 4 years now that like, okay, like if you're going to say you want to win and you're playing the veterans, Gary Harris and stuff like that so much because you're looking to win and get in,
You know,
then you got to make moves. You got to make adjustments throughout the game when things aren't working.
Yeah.
Not every NBA team is the same, and not your game plan is not always going to work. But
for sure. You know, and then here's the thing, right? It's like we're missing the post-game conference right now, but I guarantee you, he's going to be like, well, you know, I got to go back and look at it. I'm pretty sure there were just some shots that were not falling in. You know, we got great looks at shots. They were just not falling in. And, like, you know. Yeah. Mosley, how many tapes do you got to watch?
Yeah,
we got 6 to 8 games left of the season. How many more tapes do you got to watch to continue to bring, you know, you guys said you're going to, so I'm going to leave it to you guys. You guys are going to talk about that. Continue bringing this guy in there. Judah, Gary Harris. We got Jed out here. Listen, I want to get these Jet minutes. Caleb Houston, great game last game. Where are them shots at this game?
Yeah, 2 points.
Come on, bro. This is why you don't see minutes. Come on, bro. Like that's it. That's gonna be my highlight. Come on, bro.
We got beat in every facet of the game tonight, guys. We shot 39% from the field and 26% from beyond the arc. I mean, but on the flip side, the Clippers shot like shit too. They shot 25% from beyond the arc, 43% from the floor, but it just didn't matter. They beat us on. They trounced us on the boards, 47-32. They beat us in assists, but that's really what it comes down to. You look at the game against the Kings, right? 31 assists. That tells you the ball is zipping around, players are moving off the ball, and tonight, 18 assists. For too much of the game, we saw Paolo Banchero get the ball almost going away from the basket a lot of times. His momentum moving away from the basket. Everyone else standing around the three-point line like we can shoot them, but we can't. And Paolo's then got to create off his back foot, trying to go to the rim and getting 3-4 jerseys thrown at him, and sometimes just making really bad plays. Again, showing that maybe he doesn't have confidence in the guys that are standing by the three-point line because he's running into a traffic jam every time he's going to the paint.
Yeah, a lot of our offensive flow just wasn't there tonight. It was really just four guys watching either Paolo or Franz try to make something out of nothing. And once in a while they'd kick it out, but more oftentimes they were just trying to go for what they could get. And it just they kind of got away from that team aspect of basketball that really defines them, works for them. I mean, to start the game, we shot 5 threes in the first 6 possessions or something like that. That's not us. Don't do that. Yeah. I guess they were just trying to see if we were still hot. It was a heat check from last game. But it's just weird that the same thing kind of keeps happening over and over. And, nothing's really, every once in a while I try a new thing. If you put metal shingles on your roof and you find the water's coming through, you try asphalt, you try tar, you try something else to stop that rain from coming in on your stuff.
Shingles guy over here.
Yeah, big shingles guy. I think 1 in 4 people carry the shingles virus, so you got to watch out there, everybody. But yeah, it's just something needs to happen to change what's going on. And if you can't get players and you can't have guys actually start getting good at shooting, then you have to look for new ways to get to the basket, because that's the strength of our game.
Yeah.
Not forcing it, but getting into the paint easily. And teams all know that now, so they're kind of collapsing in. But, I mean, at least with the way Caleb had been shooting lately, you have to respect him out there. And you still have to respect Gary Harris. You can just leave him open at three-point line. Teams aren't going to do that. So, right now we've got what we tried to do in the Dwight era, where we try to focus on a couple of players, one player in the middle, and have them kick out. We just don't have the Rashard Lewis's,
the JJ Redick.
We don't have those guys hitting the threes on the outside, so that plan is not working. So you got to find a new plan. Is all I'm saying. Experiment with a new plan, because there's still time to be a factor in the playoffs and the rest of this regular season, but not like this.
Yeah, we should have known, honestly, gentlemen, when the elementary school did the national anthem. It was a bad omen right from the start. If you watch the last reaction video, I'm not going to do the rant about middle schools and elementary schools doing our national anthem. It's Bush League.
Do you think that's why we lost? Maybe just what they went
Little
in the zone
Susie
from the beginning.
did not hit the land of the free, man, and it threw Paulo's game off. Yes, I'm going to stand by it.
It was a weak sauce anthem.
You barely knew they were singing it to start. So, okay. But go back and let's watch the last reaction if you want to.
That's right, middle school kids. We'll talk trash about you, too. What you got? Yeah. Bring the pipes next time. Where's the baritones? Get out there. Come on.
May I please pontificate about the pastor?
Let's do it.
Jonathan Isaac. 10 minutes, 0 points, 3 rebounds. I don't know if they put in the box score the ones he bumbled out of his hands. I mean, there was a possession where there was a shot. He was standing alone under the basket. Alone under the basket, and it just fell out of his fingers. He looks all sorts of messed up out there.
Some Ben Simmons shit.
He looked like Ben Simmons out there. I mean, he missed a pass that he fumbled out of bounds. He just looks lost. Guys are pointing him to where he's supposed to be. I don't know what's going on with Jonathan Isaac. I've had some conversations with guys. He put on a lot of weight to start the season, and we were thinking, okay, he's going to play center. Maybe that's messing with his rhythm, his body more than we know, but that doesn't excuse the mental stuff. It seems like it's between his ears. So I don't know if he needs to go to the pulpit or the confessional, but he needs to talk to his boy Jesus up there and get things right. I don't know what's going on, but Jonathan Isaac, This man that we extended for, I don't even want to look at the amount for the next.
The question is why, right? Like, if there is no way that this guy is out here demonstrating that he was worth that. Like were we just too far deep into the Jonathan Isaac bag that we were like, yo, we got to give it a shot now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We didn't have to, though. That was the thing.
well, that's
We didn't
yeah,
have to.
but
That's what bothers me about it.
but like maybe they thought they did since they were so deep into it. Like, oh, we can that potential defensive player of the year come back? Me personally, I'm tired of hearing that weight excuse. Of course, I'm saying that, but stop shaming the weight gain, Kyle.
You didn't change.
No,
you,
but
you
here's
know
it.
who you are.
I've been like this.
Yeah, you've been like that.
No, here's the thing. No. But here's the thing. Like, I really, really don't think that him gaining a couple of pounds and us expecting him to play like the big man on the court warrants him sitting out on the 3-point line. That's been my biggest frustration with him is he's sitting out there like he's Gary Harris, like he's Caleb Houston. And then what do? You go out there and airball the shot. And then when it's time for you to grab that rebound, you out there playing volleyball.
Yeah, when you got a team that can't shoot the ball well and is having trouble on offense, everybody should be crashing the boards. I saw Corey Joseph going for more rebounds tonight than maybe anybody else on the court. Like, if we're going to
The
go
smallest guy on the court.
if we're going to go with just Paulo or Franz attacking the hoop and y'all are just standing around the 3-point line, who's getting a rebound? No one. And that's what happened most of the night. And we got to have second chance opportunities if we're not going to be able to shoot. You got to prepare for the team that you got. You know, like I know if I'm playing in a pickup game as I did yesterday, and I see some shots that are going up wild, I'm like, I'm gonna get some rebounds today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go underneath and get some boards.
I feel like teams, when they do their scouting report and all of that, like just like we think the same way when we play. Like, for example, we play the Clippers, right? We're gonna assume, all right, Harden is probably gonna get his buckets, right? We got to play defense on him, obviously, but we really, really want to lock down the other pieces. Harden is gonna get his 15, 20 points.
Yeah.
They probably think the same way. Paulo, Franz, they're gonna get his, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, our details are in those other guys. KCP, what are you doing? Jonathan Isaac, we already talked about you. What we doing? I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired.
Kenny had 11. He was like one of our best players today. He went 3 for 3.
It don't feel like it.
No, it doesn't because
3 for 3 is not enough.
No, certainly not. And there just wasn't anything else. I mean, we had 2 other guys in double figures outside of Paulo at 26, Franz with 21, and they were not an efficient 26 and 21. Paulo 8 of 23 from the floor, Franz 8 of 19, Paulo 1 of 8 from 3, Franz 1 of 7 from 3.
Can I say one more thing about our bigs, and then I'm gonna shut up? Listen, can you guys stop being so scared of trying to put it back? That's what we got you for. That's it.
No, he's right on that. I'll take both of these. I'm two-fisted. No, I mean, there's way too many times where I see a guy get the ball underneath and he doesn't go up. And you know who went up a lot tonight and was successful? Zubac. Because he knows if I get the ball inside, I'm a tall man and I got to go up now. And once in a while, you get stopped by the other man. That's okay. As long as you score more than you don't, it's a good night in the office. But too many times, Wendell are getting it down there and or Isaac, and they're just not going up strong. Goga had kind of a blah night. He was there in spirit. He's a off the bench role guy. I don't need him to drop me 12 points every night. But
He had 1 rebound in 13 minutes. That was Goga's night.
it's not great. It's not great. But we didn't rebound well as a team at all.
No
So
big man shit, except for Zubac.
It's a bad – all the things we've mentioned that have been going on all year long, it's amazing that we say that, and yet this team is still destined for some sort of playoff action. I don't consider the play-in to be playoff action because it's stupid and shouldn't exist, but that's another story. But with a team that's going to be in the playoffs has this many holes. That's how bad the Eastern Conference is.
I stand by my statement. We're going to beat the Hawks. We're going to go in the first round, and we're going to take out Boston or Cleveland.
Oh, my God.
That's what we doing.
Wow.
He's got a lot to replace.
I love the optimism. I love the optimism.
That's what we're doing. If not, Mosley's fired.
I don't think so. I think Mosley's good for another year easily.
What about Jeffrey?
Oh yeah. Oh no. I mean, he's still got another. He's got one more year. Weltman has one more year on his contract, I believe.
I'm not on a first name basis with him.
Everyone is safe. Everyone is safe, but things need to change. It's the same played out storyline that we've been talking about all year. It is unfortunate that we have to end our weekend down here, Peach, on a loss like this, where you felt after the first couple quarters, especially after the first quarter, win that 28-22, things felt like they were cooking, and then just really couldn't get back there at all. Lose the third quarter again, 24-19. It's tough that we had to end it on a loss because it has been such a great weekend. It's just full of love, camaraderie. It's really humbling and amazing that two guys from the Northeast started this podcast together. And now we've got Jay here. We got a whole community. We got Jay from Australia, Magic Player History.
We got Jays from Two Islands. What's up?
We did that. We hung out with all the guys from the Six Man Show. We met Cedric and Austin and Blair and the whole family. Lewis came through with the rug. I mean, the love is just everywhere here.
Yeah.
And the Orlando Magic community is strong. We'll ride out this ugly end to whatever's going to happen here. And hopefully the front office and the coaching staff give us some things to be excited about as we move forward. No, Jay doesn't want to write it out.
He says it's not. He doesn't think it's ugly, even though this game we just watched was ugly.
Listen, they can all be.
All right, well, you heard it here first. Jay's claim: we're gonna go to the playoffs and defeat the Celtics or the Cavs.
This is why I bet on these overs on Wendell and miss.
Yeah, I don't know if I would take his advice. He bet over Wendell to have more than 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
He's supposed to get that.
He hasn't though, Jay. See, he's an optimist. He's an optimist.
Because if you miss that so many times,
yeah,
you're bound to hit.
It's truly the team of Disney World. This man is in an enchanted kingdom. He doesn't know what's going on.
Hey, if your name is Jay and you're from another island, like maybe Nova Scotia or something like that, and you want to come on the show, reach out. We got
Jay from Puerto Rico.
We have a niche.
We got Jay from Australia.
See, we have a niche, but it works for us, so we keep going back to the well. Right?
And we need to see our team going back to its niche, getting to the lane, winning the rebounds, winning points in the paint, getting to the free throw line, and remembering our identity. We've seemed to get away from that because in the last 10 games, we shot 35% from three. That's not us. Hopefully we do get back to our DNA and we can finish strong.
Get hungry or get gone.
And unfortunately, Peach, Jay, we do have to get gone from Orlando. Second cousins, man. Let us know how you're feeling after this loss to the Clippers and how you think the end of the season is going to go. As always, it's been real. Peace out, everybody.
Thanks for coming. Wait, we came. Pause.